The love of the jinn. The streets were deserted in the deep silence of the night. Somewhere in the distance, scattered lights were twinkling and a slight humidity was floating in the air. Amir was an ordinary taxi driver, 30 years old, thin but hard-working. He drove from dusk until late at night and fell asleep as soon as the day broke. His life was colorless and full of loneliness. He was just working day and night to cover the expenses of his mother's treatment. That night, too, he was moving along a deserted road in his old yellow taxi. It was 2 a.m. Only occasionally a stray dog barked on the streets, or the whistling echo of the wind could be heard from somewhere far away. Amir lit a cigarette and turned up the volume of the radio a little. Suddenly, a girl wrapped in white clothes appeared on the side of the road. She appeared so suddenly that Amir panicked and slammed on the brakes. The girl's stature was delicate, but her face was charming. Her eyes were as deep and bright as 2 stars twinkling in the darkness of the night. Amir lowered the window. "Where do you want to go, Bibi?" the girl said in a soft but strange whisper-like tone. "Just wherever you take me, I want to go." A slight thrill ran through Amir's heart. He had never heard such an answer. "But do you have an address? Tell me a place?" The girl smiled slightly. "Let's go. To the water's edge." As soon as she said this, she opened the taxi door and sat in the back seat. Amir looked at her face in the mirror for a moment. Her smile was heart-wrenching, beautiful but somehow frightening. Throughout the way, Amir tried to speak several times, but the girl remained silent. Only the soft sound of her breathing and the occasional whisper-like movement of her lips echoed in the taxi. When they reached a deserted shore, the girl said softly, "Stop here." Amir stopped the car. The girl got out and started walking on the soft sand. Amir also followed her, compelled by unconscious curiosity. Her white clothes shone in the moonlight, as if they had melted into the light themselves. Amir's steps faltered. "Bibi, who are you? Alone so late at night? Your family?" The girl stopped, looked back and smiled. "I have no home. I only walk at night." A cold wave ran through Amir's body. "What do you mean?" A unique gleam appeared in the girl's eyes. "My name is Zoya, and I am not human." As soon as she said this, a strange gust of wind blew. Amir's heart started beating fast. What? Is this a joke?" Zoya bowed her head, and when she raised her head, her eyes shone many times brighter than before. "I am Janzadi, but don't be afraid. I will not harm you." Amir's feet sank into the ground. He wanted to scream, but his throat went dry. Nevertheless, there was a strange attraction in Zoya's eyes, a magic that was drawing Amir towards her despite his fear. Amir's heart was pounding in his ears. He wanted to take a step back, but the attraction of Zoya's eyes was holding him back. There was a salty scent and cool moisture in the air. The moonlight was shining as if every particle was watching them both. "The body?" Amir's voice was trembling. This is not possible." Zoya moved forward slowly. Her feet were falling on the sand as if they were not touching the ground. "Everything is possible, Amir. You humans think that these are all stories. But I am the reality. Why I don't want anything from you. I just want to talk to you. I want to spend some time with you." Amir's mind was screaming to run away, but his heart was drowning in some strange whine. "But why? I am an ordinary person." "Maybe that is why," Zoya said slowly. "There are very few people among humans who have hearts like yours. I was looking at you, feeling your loneliness." Hearing this, Amir's heart was left in shock for a moment. How long have you been looking at me?" Zoya cast her eyes on the waves of the sea. "For many days. Your silence, your pain. I have felt everything." Amir's throat went dry. "All this. Will you harm me?" Zoya took a deep breath and came closer. "No, Amir. I am not like others. I do not hurt anyone. I just want to be with you." Amir's steps automatically retreated, but his heart was filled with a strange relief. The feeling was terrifying yet comforting. A few moments passed in silence. Then Zoya said softly, "Will you meet me tomorrow night too?" Amir thought for a moment. His mind screamed, "No!" But all that came out of his mouth was, "Yes." A soft light flashed in Zoya's eyes. "So tomorrow at the same time, at the same place." Saying this, she stepped back for a moment. Amir blinked, and the next moment she was gone. All that remained on the sand were the faint traces of his footsteps, which slowly began to fade in the wind. Amir's heart was beating fast. He walked towards the taxi, but with every step a question was knocking on his heart. Was this a dream or reality? The next night, Amir's heart was filled with strange anxiety. He drove a taxi all day, but behind every passenger, every road, and every sound, he could only remember Zoya's shining eyes. He kept telling himself over and over that it was all a dream, or the result of some mental exhaustion, but his heart was not ready to believe it. As soon as night fell, he walked towards the beach without thinking. The roads were as quiet as ever, the air was still damp, but his heart was beating even faster than the night before. Amir stopped the taxi where he had parked it yesterday and got out. The moonlight was scattered on the sand, but there was no one in the distance. He waited for a few moments. Then suddenly, a soft whisper emerged from behind. "You have come!" Amir turned around in shock. Zoya was standing in the same white dress as last night. There was a strange light in her smile. "I thought you might not come," Zoya said slowly. Amir's lips were dry. I don't know why I came." Zoya laughed softly. "The voice of the heart can never be stopped, Amir." An unknown wave surged in Amir's heart. He came closer to Zoya. Are you really a corpse?" Zoya nodded. "Yes. I am not human. My existence is centuries old. I have seen many colors of the world. But this is the first time I have felt a heart like yours." "But why me?" This question came to Amir's lips automatically. "You are an ordinary human being." Zoya was silent for a moment, then spoke slowly. "Maybe that's why. There is no greed in your heart. There is fear. You and I. This relationship." Zoya came closer. Her scent began to blend into Amir's breath. "Love knows no bounds, Amir. Neither of humans, nor of jinn. It only reaches from heart to heart." Fear and longing filled Amir's eyes at once. "What if people find out?" A slight sadness emerged in Zoya's smile. "People will never know. I am invisible to anyone, except you." Hearing this, a thrill ran through Amir's heart. "Except for me? Why?" Zoya slowly looked into his eyes. "Because you have chosen me, heart to heart, in the very first meeting." Amir's lips trembled. He wanted to say that it wasn't true, but his heart knew that Zoya's words weren't lies. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind blew, and Zoya's long hair started fluttering in the wind. Her footsteps didn't make a sound on the sand. Zoya whispered, "Amir, will you accept my love?" The world around Amir seemed to stop. He felt that there were only two options. Either he ran away, or he stepped into an unknown world with this mysterious being. Amir's heart was beating faster and faster. Zoya's eyes were burning like two deep lamps of light in front of him. A silence filled the air that even the rustling of the ocean waves was drowned out. "Will you accept my love?" Zoya asked softly. Amir's breathing was uncontrollable. This is not possible. You are not human, and I..." Zoya took a step closer. "Love has no boundaries, Amir. If you want, this moment can change your entire life, but the decision will be yours." A storm raged in Amir's mind. Mother's sick face, lonely life, smoky streets, all on one side, and that peaceful world hidden in Zoya's eyes, all on the other. He closed his eyes and took a deep breath. "Zoya, I am afraid of you, but I don't want to lose you either." A softness emerged on Zoya's lips. "Then listen to your heart, Amir." Amir peered into the depths of his heartbeat for a moment. Then he said slowly, "Yes, I accept you. As soon as he heard this, a soft echo arose in the air. The moonlight scattered on the sand became even brighter. The sparkle in Zoya's eyes turned into a soft but warm light. You made a promise by holding my hand, Zoya whispered. But this love is between two worlds. I cannot go everywhere with you, neither in the light of day nor in the crowd of humans. Amir said slowly, I only want you to stay in my heart. Everything else is meaningless. Zoya placed her delicate hand in Amir's palm. Amir felt as if a cool breeze had touched his body, but at the same time a strange peace filled his heart. Remember, Zoya said, our meetings will remain in the witness of the night. If you ever wish for the day, this relationship will end. Amir nodded. I accept your condition. A wave of happiness appeared in Zoya's eyes. Then she took a step back and slowly began to dissolve in the moonlight. After a few moments, her image dissolved in the air. Amir extended his hand, but there was only cold air. The light footprints of his and Zoya's footsteps remained on the sand, which were fading with each passing moment. Amir stepped towards the taxi. There was no longer any fear in his heart, only a sweet burden and the moisture of peace. He knew that in the eyes of the world he was still a lonely taxi driver, but in the nights of his heart, the love of a funeral procession would always shine. And after that, Amir's life seemed to remain the same. Taxi, customers, tired nights. But every night as he walked through the deserted streets, the same scent, the same shining eyes, and the same soft whisper